Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here at Ered Mithrin. We are just by this, Skoghus with the Beornings over here. We also have a quest just appeared. Defeat Mithrin Wolverines. We'll pick it up just in case. Obviously last episode we had a bit of an issue with that quest, and although I think I could probably try again and probably get it, I want to take a little bit of time to actually, chill out a little bit from the main quest and also just kind of catch up a little bit. It's a level 119 quest, so if I can go and spend a little time getting to 118 for a couple of episodes, we can at least be a little bit closer. Also allows me a bit of time to do some epic battles and do some getting some new weapons and stuff, which I still unfortunately haven't had a chance to do. I meant to do the epic battles yesterday as of recording, however the servers were down for a little while updating, and that was pretty much the entire time I had free they were doing that, so a little unfortunate, but it's fine. We're able to just do it some other time. So we're at Oin's Bridge just here. Before we do forget, we have our heart gift of the day and the week, so let's have a look at those quickly. We're going to get a 20 virtue, which is actually the lowest we've ever got. A tome of tracking, which is pretty much useless to us, but fine. And then our gold one is going to be 500 virtue, which definitely makes up for it, and a scroll of perfect crafting lore, which I think we already have one. No, we don't. No, it's just one of these that we have. So let's use the virtue XP there and the 500 virtue XP from that. So we're now at determination level 25, so that's pretty good. Not really going to need that. Maybe it's worth holding on to just in case, but I'm not really going to be too fussed about it. If I need to get rid of some space, or clear up some space, I'm totally getting rid of that, because we as a hunter have that as one of our basic skills. Also, just looking at it briefly, this is going to be an amazing place for when we get Ironfold Scholar, because look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different areas. We already know a pretty decent place for the Doomfold, I think. So, yeah. I think it was Doomfold, the other one. It could be Ironfold as well, but this will be better. Oh, damn. The Wolverine I killed earlier didn't count. That's annoying. Right, so what are we actually doing here? Search for clues. Right, so we'll kill these Wolverines while we're here. That's kind of the point. Well, partially the point, while we search for clues. And then we can go down the actual bridge and disarm some traps, which hopefully is relatively easy. Let's hope, at least. I don't actually know how we're supposed to get there, though. I didn't mean to use rapid fire. I accidentally hit the key. How very common thing for me to do. Right, let's use it to our advantage at least a little bit while we have some rapid fire. Even though it's not going to actually do anything now. But that's fine. So we've got 10 of these to kill, we've got the traps to disarm, and then we've obviously got to also find these clues that it's after. And then we'll see where we're at with that and see if that's enough for today's episode to get done. Unfortunately, I was having some issues logging on today, so hopefully there isn't much stuttering in terms of connection or anything, or rubber banding, or whatever you want to call it. But it also means we don't really have time to go for a super long 30-minute episode today, so we want to obviously get some quests done, progress on here. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to, this morning, have enough time to do a epic battle as well. So, oh, there's some traps there. So I'm going to have to do those later on when I have a bit more time. But it's fine. It doesn't really matter. It should be before next episode, hopefully. Ideally, I could probably do 2 before next episode if we can get some decent gear from it. But the problem is, you don't guarantee, there's no guarantee of you actually getting, really anything. Oh, there's some traps here. I'm just going to have to press the delete key, but these artifact chests being in the way is going to make it difficult. But there's no guarantee that you're actually going to get a bit of, equipment or anything, which is a little bit annoying. Let's see, what am I searching for clue-wise? Is it this thing? Anywhere? Let's have a look. Continue search beginning at Oin's Bridge. Mysterious poisoning. Okay, so maybe it is where those Wolverines are. Or it could be something to do with this little building. I don't know. The quest arrow ring thing, this bit. Oh no, yeah, traces of poison. Points towards, if I can get this moved at all. Well, you can see, it's right there. So, part of me... Looks like these don't aggro at least. Oh, really? You're still alive with 1k morale. See, I don't know. Or this, that would make sense. Appears the creature was defeated with a deadly poison. So now, across the edge of the lake. Right, I'm going to use this as an excuse. There's only a few of the Wolverines left, not enough for us to get to 10, I think. And we're halfway there. So I'm going to go up here. In theory, should be some traps. Maybe not some enemies, but at least some traps. And a frozen page, which I think we're still saying no to, considering I think we're at 48. 50 now, we're at full quest. Questability. But, okay, it looks like there's some more Wolverine here, which also should mean some more chests. But more likely is what I meant to say, is more traps. Now, the traps look like they're a bit of a pain. I wonder if I do that, if it'll make it easier. Yeah, I think it was being a bit weird with the... Is this where we found Kazagar? But yeah, it feels weird with the floaty names sometimes. Like, it doesn't work. You have to turn it off and on again. It's really weird. Or sometimes they don't. Like, I know there's a trap here, or there was. There we are, behind a tree. So this makes things at least a little bit easier. So we're on 8, 9, 10. We've got all those sorted. We just need to kill 5 more Wolverine. And then we'll, before we do that, I will go up to this bit. Just so we're not, you know, we don't go up here, go down here, go over there. It looks like these won't actually count as well, which is a little bit awkward. I need to just find one quickly. No, it looks like they count. Oin's Bane. So, crude trappings can be completed. 173k, which is nice. We do need to... Well, I'm a little bit content because I have a random character on the Legendary server, and I wanted to see the difference between... there was a crafting action, and I wanted to see the difference between the XP if I had just the Earring of the High Elves, the Gift of the High Elves, or on, and then I wanted to see the difference if I added the necklace, no, Earring of the Dead, I think it's called. There's a treasure cache here as well. And it was like 20 XP, I think, was the difference. So, scaled up, in theory, that might be a lot more for us. But I don't know if it will be as good as one of our earrings we have here. So I might just suck up the fact that I'm going to get 25% less XP for the fact that I'm going to be having a lot more, you know, a lot more stats. Because I know it scales with you level-wise, but I don't even know if I've got the High Elf one on me. No, I don't. I wanted to see if that technically still scaled past level 1, what was it, 15? I think it was 115 or 105. It might be 105, I'm pretty sure, actually. I'm not entirely sure about that. Right, I'm gonna head north a little bit. These guys are not sort of hurting me a lot, but because I took that little stop there, I kind of forgot to attack for a bit, which meant I lost a decent chunk of morale, about half, and I want to make sure that I don't mess myself up. I do actually want to check as well. Our current is 6,000. Okay, so Daleman's crams are now the best food, in theory, because it's a percentage based rather than pure numbers. So if I get more fate, then in theory I can get more, you know, in combat morale regen, which then means that's doubled. Because for Daleman's crams, out of combat is, where is it? Out of combat morale regen is 150%. in combat morale regen is, and power is 200%, so doubled. Do you count? No, you do not. So I need to defeat Hunulf's Bane, which is probably a wolf, I would have thought. And I think that should be relatively easy. Hopefully. And then I can go find these guys for trace of poison. I just want to try and get as much as I can done in a relatively short amount of time, which is basically the point. It could be a bear as well. This Hunulf, I think, is a Beorning, I'm pretty sure. So I guess let's try. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this tome of tracking that we got this morning. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. You can't use it after you've used... Okay, that's interesting. So I don't know what Hunulf's Bane is as an enemy. That's the problem. No. Isn't there, and I don't know why. Right. We might have to leave that for today. Or maybe someone else is around and has killed it or something like that. But we will hold off on that. We'll head north up here and get this other quest done. And then head back, kill the rest of the Wolverine. And then if we hold on to that quest, it gives me an excuse to not get any other quests because we're at 50 out of 50. So we've got that going for us. Oh. Even without the shade of trees, the darkness feels more oppressive. Oh my god. I'm just going to have to kind of run away and kill them one at a time. If I do this, you can generally face the enemy while not being hit as much. We'll have to sort of lead them back so that we don't... I've got to be very careful I don't aggro, which I just did. Another enemy. But we just need to stay as far ahead as possible and not aggro anything else. But as I said, also I can't accept that quest. Let's just do that. It could be a case of run away. Oh, I found a Dwaragleam. But not a Dwaragleam shard, which is what we're actually after. I mean, I might be able to get with this. If I didn't run ahead, I think I would have been fine, because in theory I could have... I mean, I should just do this for a bit. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's use those. I'm just surprised they're actually going this far with me. Is this worth it as the quest? I don't know. Probably not. The other problem which we've just also realized is when you've got an enemy that's barbed arrowed, they stay behind, obviously, and it makes them a little bit harder to hit. If this Grey Hawk is the death of me, I'm going to be very upset. Oh, I'm dead. So close. Right, I'm going to revive, I think, because I've only got one enemy to kill. And then I know it's a waste, but I'm going to put these on just to get a bit more out of combat morale regen. And then, I got an earring of morale, which is really great. It's kind of not. Obviously, for us. So level 118 as well, which means we can't do it, but at least we're getting J.R.R gleams. Sort of good. We currently have 8. 8 in total. Right, let's kill that. Get rid of that. Oh no, you totally are a pain. Right, I'm gonna kill one, and then hopefully that's it. And then I can just sort of desperate flight out of here, or get on my war steed and head off. I know it's really dumb of me to just run into them, but I'm otherwise going to run into another enemy, which is not what we want. So even if I have to kind of do this and not attack for a bit, it's probably our best course of action. Right. That's done. Oh, we can't get that. Now we return to Vascorn, which means I'm going to get rid of... I'll actually get rid of that quest because it's probably not worth it. We're still being aggroed. So we'll go down here. As soon as they're done, head south, kill 3 more Wolverine, and then you don't count, do you? You're not going to count for me. Come on. No. So it says Mithrin Wolverines, so it's sort of being, like, I get that it's obviously showing on there. It's sort of showing, yes, you've got to have it in this certain area, but also at the same time it's being a bit more lenient to you. So yeah, we'll kill these, given that quest, so then we've at least done 3 quests today. I think that'll be. Yeah, Traces of Poison, whatever the other one I did earlier was. Oh yeah, the one I just did to... No, that was a different quest. I've done 3 quests today, I swear. Yeah, Crew Trappings, that's it. So 173k from that, 173k from, hopefully, this quest and the next one. And I don't think we got too many, like, Shattered Axes, yeah, or Jade Gemstones. And the Wolverines, I don't think, give us any anything particularly. Let's just check. Yeah, they literally gave us nothing, which is fine. It's a little bit annoying because in this area, because we're not killing so many enemies per episode, it just means we're not getting all the task, like, items that we would love to get. I have talked about going around and putting on this Snow the Tortoise and then collecting a load in between episodes, but at that point I might as well just not put the Snow the Tortoise on and just do an episode dedicated to it. Because I'm still going to get XP from doing something off screen. So it's just... it's a weird conundrum. I also have to now check how much Daleman's crams are, because I have a ton, because you get them in Hobbit gifts all the time. They used to not be great. They used to be alright, but if you can make your own food, I think they were always better to do that. Now they're purely percentage based, and they kind of swapped a lot of stuff to percentage based, so it's like this is now 22.5% max morale and 17.5% of your power. A lot of stuff is like that now, which is great actually, because it makes you... If you see like, 3,000, you don't think it's a lot. When you see like 17%, you're like, ooh, that's quite a lot actually. And it sort of also incentivizes you to get more max morale, because, you know, then the amount that Press Onwards is going to give you is going to increase because your max morale increases. So you want to get a lot more vitality and max morale in your stats, which is something that's going to help when we hopefully get a good drop from epic battles. Go on. So I'll kill this one, and then I'm going to go across the bridge and do one there. But yeah, that's one good reason for it. Obviously, also just being able to survive longer. And then we've got like even the rejuvenation potions. Heals 15% of your max morale and max power. And it's actually relatively easy to get these if we really need to. I can get those very, very easily, I think. Or not very, very easily, but relatively easily. Like, I can do it while I'm doing another resource run, so that's kind of good. There's a lot of things like that. I kind of think there's a lot of stuff like Delman's Crams, which previously I would have been fine to throw away. Please don't lag out. Thank you. Which I would have otherwise been fine to throw out a lot of the time. But now is definitely looking like it's up. Please don't do this to me on the last bit. God. Right, thank you. I've had it where it's lagged out and it's still registered all my hits. So that's kind of good. And then they suddenly lose a bunch of stuff. But it's more annoying when I have their hits register on me, but mine don't register on them. I'm doing like an attack a minute, and he's doing all the attacks to me. Right, cool. It looks like we're back up in business. Thank God. Right, because you're my last one. I was going to be like literally the last enemy I need to kill. Right, Oin's Bane. Let's get that completed. 173k XP as well, plus also reputation, which is always nice, and Marks of the Longbeards, which I haven't fully looked into still. I really do. I think I looked briefly on the wiki, but the wiki sometimes is missing some of the pages, some of the items, and also occasionally like doesn't have the actual stats. Like legendary items, I get obviously they depend, but that was one that's, you know, very difficult to actually look on the wiki for. And see what their XP is, or damage is. But there's also a few other things that are a bit of a pain to deal with as well a lot of the time. I'm trying to find out how much you actually get from whatever you're doing. There is a quest ring here for Vascorn, who is down here also. He is here twice. Right, let's finish you up. You want me to go talk to Radagast? We'll do that next time. I think, yeah, pick your potion. So we're going to go, basically, yeah. Vascorn invites you to suit the Council of Radagast in the fight against the Poisoners of the Wood. So let's see what he has to say about that. As I said, I will do a little bit of epic battling in the meantime as well. Because these episodes come out every 2 days. Hopefully I should be able to get at least 2 done. I know, obviously, it's not a case of you do 1 epic battle a day. I could easily do 8 epic battles, and then, you know, do those twice. You know, 8 epic battles a day to get the completion platinum things. We can also get hopefully platinum in here, and then yeah. But obviously there's ones like this one where I've admittedly only done it once, and we are a lot higher level now. I think we were 95 at the time, or just under. But yeah, we obviously got bronze completion in there, and like silver here. We got bronze and silver, so I've done that twice apparently. This one I've only done once. So these 3 I've only done once. Deep in Coma is the one I do just whenever. So gold completions and platinum completions, plus obviously all the internal like quest ones like Defile of the Waters and stuff like that. They're really easy. That's like the easiest to platinum in my opinion. And then we've got this. I've done this. Oh no, I do that on my other accounts, but we can actually do 8 in theory. So hopefully we can do that and then get a decent amount of, we can also increase our promotion points, which should then make everything easier overall. So we do need to keep doing them because, you know, I haven't done all the side quests yet if I've only done most of them once. So if we can do that, make it easier for us, getting all these promotion points. We also get I think a class trait point for getting 100 promotion points and then 200 as well. I think that's a deed. I'm pretty sure it gives you trait points for it. So that'll be pretty useful. But nonetheless, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.